Are there any disadvantages from the diet? Have you noticed anything from an athlete's perspective when you change diets?
From me, no. It was like the one thing that I struggled with was hunger, and especially even when I was playing, but day to day as well. So, starting with a different type of breakfast compared to just having cereal and muesli and a lot of fruit. Changing it to having more eggs and bacon and high fat yogurt and those sorts of things means that I'm just not as hungry during the day. I certainly feel like I've always got energy throughout the day, and I don't have as many spikes in hunger, but also my sugar levels that I feel anyway when I'm out playing. And the other thing as well is because my diet's as well inadvertently got more protein in it as well. I haven't lost as much muscle bulk, which is when I'm playing all the time. I normally start to lose a bit of muscle bulk when I'm playing long periods of time for 6 months or so, whereas this time I've been able to maintain my muscle mass as well, that normally sort of fades away a little bit after playing for long periods of time. So that's been another huge step, which means I'm able to maintain my power, which is crucial for what I do.
Okay, and Peter, can you tell me, is it too early to assess the pros and cons of this diet?
Well, not really. I mean, I think, you'd have to say that we don't have a final answer, certainly. The research has still got to be done, and it's enormously difficult to do this research. You need huge numbers, you need people to be very strict with their diet, so I can sort of see why the research hasn't been done. But the whole low-fat mantra that we've been going on was based not on very good science either. Okay. So it was more politics than science, I think, that really got that over the line. It's an easy sell, isn't it? Fat means fatty food means fatty people, the fatty arteries, and so on. But it's easy. It's easy sell, but unfortunately, it's not true. But so look, we don't have all the answers. I'm certainly not. I can't say 100% that this is the right thing. I believe it myself, but I can't prove it as yet. And hopefully there are people out there now who are doing the research that we need to do. Certainly there is enough research out there to cast significant doubts, I think, on the sort of the advantages of a low-fat meal. And there's plenty of evidence that shows that you lose weight better on a low-carb diet than a low-fat diet. There's no doubt about that. The question is the long-term health benefits. Certainly in the shortish term, there seem to be good benefits. Your triglyceride levels, which are really important measures of body fat in the blood, go down almost inevitably with a low carb diet. So there are some positive things, but we do need to have more research. So, the jury is still out, but I think we've got to start challenging, as Tim would say, challenging beliefs, and this is a really important thing, because if we have got it wrong for 30 years, we've got to change, because basically obesity and type 2 diabetes, the rate it's going, more than half the population are going to have these problems in 20 years' time. And it'll, quite apart from the fact that it will bankrupt our economies, because treating those diseases will cost a fortune. So we haven't been able to prevent all these health issues the way we're doing. And I think generally we accept that prevention is more important than cure. So I believe that a combination of diet and exercise, and the low-carb, high-fat diet and regular exercise, is going to do more good than all the drugs and all the surgery in the world. And the sooner we embrace that, the better. We just need to have final evidence that that's the way to go.